Hey, what is going on, you guys? I hope you're having an amazing day today. So I haven't made a car video in a very long time, but with COVID-19 still being a huge issue here in Canada, it just makes more sense for me to make car videos right now than to be out doing vlogs. So basically, the day I turned 17, I got a job at the car dealership here in town, the Dodge dealership, and I did detailing for about 2 years. I did a lot of their photography for the website, and I know a lot about how to detail cars. So I'm gonna do a series all about that. So without further ado, this video is gonna be all about how to properly wash your car. Let's get straight into this. So before we begin, there's a few tools we're gonna need. Car soap, a wash bucket, preferably with a grit guard, a wash brush, a microfiber chamois, a dirty wash brush for the wheels. So we're gonna start by putting a 1/4 cup of soap in the bucket. Next, we're gonna fill it up to the brim with water. Now before we start soaping up the car, we have to rinse the car down. You never want to apply soap to a dry car because it can scratch the paint. So now we're gonna soap up the car. Always make sure you start at the top and work your way down. So roof, and then basically you can do whatever you want after that as long as you're working your way down. And some people will tell you to do it one panel at a time so that it doesn't dry. I honestly don't find this to be an issue unless it's summertime. Here in Canada in the winter, it doesn't really matter. You can just soap up the entire car, it doesn't matter. So next we're going to grab our dirty scrub brush and we're going to dip that into the bucket and use that for the wheels. You can go over the rims and the tires with this. Some people will definitely say not to do this, but you know, I've already scrubbed down the entire car with the good brush and I'm going to be cleaning out the bucket after this, so it's okay. If you have an Italian sports car or something really expensive, I would just recommend getting a second bucket for this step. And now we're going to rinse off the whole car. If you're using a nozzle on your hose, make sure to get into all the nooks and crannies like the door jambs and the seals all around the windows to get all that grime out of there. And now we're going to wash our brushes off and put those away. And before we dry the car off, we're just going to wet down the chamois so we don't scratch the paint. When drying the car, I recommend starting with the roof and working your way down. Do one panel at a time and then wring it out. And I'd also like to note, while you're doing this step, if the car panels are not completely drying, don't get discouraged. This is normal. What you're going for here is to get rid of the water droplets. You don't want it to dry like that. It's super important to go over the windshield and all the windows as well, especially if you have hard water. You do not want the water droplets to dry like that and calcify. And that's all there is to it, guys. I believe this is the easiest and most effective way to wash your car. I hope you guys learned something new today. Obviously, there's a lot of things you can do differently if you're doing like a more expensive car, but for your daily driver, just simple vehicle, this will do just fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did, as I'll be posting more of these, and I'll see you guys later with my next video.